Folks, today we got a brand new bike in the shop. It's so new that there is literally nothing online about it. And it's also half the price of my Ultra B. This bike is from a company called KOOZ. This thing is supposed to have 8,000 watts of power. That may not sound like much, but that's the same amount of power as a Surron Light B, which is pretty much the king of e-motos. Now, of course, I've got my Ultra B. This thing has a ton of power, but it's also super heavy, whereas this thing is supposed to have a ton of power and also be super light. Seems like everything you're gonna need is gonna be inside of this box. Number plate, this thing looks sick. I really like the white plastics on here. Bar pad, I think a mud flap for the rear tire. Pegs, these are the same ones that come on the Yasma, the RTR. These are actually really nice to have on a bike stock. I think they're way better than the kinds of things you get on the Surron. Ooh, fancy charger. It's also a 72 volt charger because yes, this is a 72 volt bike. Oh, perfect. And then finally, we've got a toolkit. I just got a couple things left to do. First, I gotta install the rear shock. Getting the bolt through was actually pretty simple, but I might have struggled just a little bit to get the bike on the stand. And now I can put on the front wheel, which was actually super easy. And all that was left was to peel off the stickers. All right, now I think it's time to talk a little bit more about the specs of this bike. Like I said earlier, this motor is gonna give you 8 kilowatts of power, and it's also direct drive, which means there is no belt. This bike also has a 72 volt battery, which is actually one of the reasons I wanted to check this thing out. There are also some things that I've never seen on one of these bikes before. The key is circular. Instead of the controller being here, it is under the seat with carbon fiber ventilation. You can also get this in either a 1916 or a 1417. And it also looks suspiciously like a Stark Varg, with it even having the same color options. But none of that matters if this bike can dethrone the Surron. All right, so first ride on the Koozmotor. You can tell here, fender's gone. We don't need to worry about that though. We've also got Nick here with us. I'm gonna be starting in the first mode here, and we'll start from there. All right. First mode only tops out like 25. We gotta go straight to the third mode here. He loves the Ultra so much, he might be buying an Ultra. Right now, oh dang! Third mode's like he got some pull to it. Holy crap. We're gonna be doing a top speed test later, but this is promising. It also, dude, it sounds a lot like the Vetra. I was saying how good the Vetra sounded. This thing sounds super similar. It's got the direct drive on there. It actually sounds like a spaceship taking off. That's crazy. Brakes work. Not too bad. Oh. It's got like a really interesting tune on that throttle. Like, you give it a little bit, it's not too much. You give it a little bit more, it like just pulls you. Dang! Yo, that's actually hella quick. I think this has a chance of beating the E-Ride out, actually. You wanna go to the bike park? Yeah. You can see on here though, there's the Mototech like logo on there. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think KOOZ has done like some sort of collaboration with them. You guys probably know Mototech. They're like super well known in like the budget space. And as far as I know, this is like their most powerful bike. And it's not like just a new bike company. I had never heard of KOOZ when they reached out to me, and they were, bro, I looked at the specs of this bike and I was honestly shocked you could have a bike this fast that's that cheap. Like, supposedly, of course we're testing the top speed later, supposedly this thing goes 56 miles an hour in its top mode. Yo, what up? This one or that one? This is a new bike, company called KOOZ. Yeah. Now we gotta hit some dirt here. It also kind of reminds me a little bit of a mix of a Varg, and I mean the RTR looks similar, but it kind of has some RTR vibes to it too. Oh, I just sent that so far. Did you just slide like completely off there? Yeah, no, this wood, it gets like so slippery.
Bro, I went up there and the first time I went boom. I'm like, God damn.
Bro, in its third mode though, it's cooking. You just roosted me, bro. I just got like a bunch of rocks into my nuts. Yo, it's doing good in the dirt though. It's a lot more geared to the dirt compared to a Surron. You've got what, 16, 19 tires. When I hopped on my E-Ride, that thing has the weirdest like geometry ever. The rear is like sticking up, so you're kind of like over the bars. Surrons and E-Rides are like, don't have the proper geometry for that kind of bike. Yo, these are fire. Dude, that's sick. He's got the hoverboard attachment. You gotta do like a race between us two, yeah. Does riding this make you wanna get one? Would you take a stock power Ultra B over your MX-3? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no, it still got me. That bike costs 3 times more, so I feel like it's kind of valid that it's beating me like that. You wanna go to the dirt spot that's like over there? Sure. Yeah. Funny enough, there's literally the gas can thing on here too. This doesn't do anything, but it's kind of funny that they left this here, because like a normal dirt bike would have this little gas can slot. You go first. Oh, this is a good braking test for the bike. The only downside I've noticed so far is the brakes. Realistically, you can't expect much from this kind of bike. Yo, low-key hella nice.
Hey, the brakes, how the brakes feel now?
They feel better. I don't know if I trust them.
You break it in, and how many miles you have?
They are better than before.
Yeah.
So before there was an issue. So we'll just not worry about that. So make sure you bed in your brakes before you take it out to ride like fully. Here, I want you to see what you think about it. Right now? Yeah. Look at this big ass kickstand though, bruh. Ain't no way. Do you remember what your MX-3 felt like? Stock? Like stock? Yeah. Okay.
The throttle is a dead zone.
If you give it more, bro, it just like snaps. Yeah, he knows. He knows.
I've watched your videos before.
Here, let's switch back. What are your thoughts on it?
I like it.
For the price, like what would you say?
How much the price again?
It's $2,700.
Hey, that's a good price. So let's go with a bike in with a 72 volt stock too.
Stock that's like actually pretty impressive. I don't think there's a single bike that's like better than that. Like the new LBX is still 60 volt. So yeah, this one's got the weirdest key though. Look at this thing.
So
it's a circular key.
What the hell?
Actually, that might be good for, you know, no water gets in there.
Yeah.
Try to get some air right here. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Hey, let me show you how it's done, bro. Yeah, I definitely got more air than you did. Oh, bud.
That one, like, they can only hold like one butt cheek.
Yeah, this is a one cheek seat. That's a two cheek seat. Oh, the suspension's not great. I will say the front fork is real solid. The rear shock though, it's got like some weird, it's got like no rebound. Like if I go like this, you see this? Look how like slow it comes back up. I like the little mini bar pad on here. It's like the tiniest little thing on. I have the ODI bar pad. Should I put it on? I kind of like this better though. Oh, look at these combos. Yo, this guy's insane. Oh, it's so fast though. It's actually pretty solid. And then little brake test. Good enough, I'd say. To stop this bike, I feel like it's kind of the bare minimum you can have. If you want the brakes to be better, you gotta pay more, you know? Like this is where this bike shines. Look at that, oh my, that's cooking. Not even full throttle either.
The only reason why I would say I never did light speed is that they already, because you know you're gonna mod it.
Yeah.
This already has a stock. So what I would do is save up.
Would you upgrade the battery and motor, or do you think you would just leave it with the controller?
The battery,
yeah.
First I'd get the controller, then the battery, and
then the motor. Okay. Oh, these are the kids from before. Yo, what's up? Even the 3-year-old is out ripping e-bikes. That's not too bad. We're keeping up right now. But I cannot wait to do a top speed test. Dude, this thing absolutely rips. All right, the bike is fully charged. Of course, we are gonna be doing the top speed run now. But on my way to the closed course, I just wanted to say a couple things about this bike. So of course, I've already talked about it a lot, but the power on this bike is so good. It just pulls you. It really has no business being this fast. I also think that having the 1619 or even the 1417 is so much better than all of the 1918 setups that we've been seeing. It's just not the way a dirt bike is supposed to be. It's not proper dirt bike geometry to have a bike like that. But of course, not everything about this bike is perfect. I think the biggest thing that I noticed was just the brakes on here are honestly pretty terrible. I think with some better brakes, it would be a lot better for one-wheel tricks. And I also feel, especially after riding a bunch of different e-motos, e-bikes, this one feels a lot like if you made a Yasma really powerful and really beefy. It's got a very similar seat on here, the same exact pegs, similar quality suspension, and also pretty similar tires. It's kind of hard to explain exactly, but if you've ridden a Yasma, you'd kind of feel like this is just a really big version of that. I'm not saying that's a bad or a good thing. I'm just saying if you like that, then you'll probably like this. All right, but now it is time to test out the actual top speed of this bike. Online, KOOZ says this goes 56 miles an hour, so I'm very interested to see if that's true. Of course, we're going to be using the GPS to test out the actual top speed of this bike. So that's going to be going into the pocket. And we're in the highest mode, mode 3 right here. Let's go. 30, 35, 40, 45. Come on, 46. Let's go 46. Oh! We were right there. I don't know how a car got onto my closed course, but we'll let him slide today. This said 46, but let's see what the actual GPS said. 49 miles an hour, 1 off 50. I bet if you're just slightly lighter than me, you'll be able to hit 50 miles an hour. So I would say it's definitely gonna hit 50. I've never seen a bike that reads slower than how fast it's actually going. Usually this is always faster than how fast we're actually going. But me personally, I'm like barely ever gonna go to the max speed of a bike. Usually I'm hovering around 30 miles an hour because that's like the normal speed for when you're on a street or you're just like riding with your friends, you know? Either way though, I'm very excited to have some more e-moto, Surron competition. And I think that more competition just brings the prices down lower. So eventually we'll be able to see a bike like this for even cheaper, which is awesome. They also have a 30 kilowatt bike that just released. So let me know if I should compare that to, of course, my Ultra B. But if you are interested in picking up the new KOOZ e-bike, you can use the link in the description and the code ZEEKSTER, which will save you $100. And that is also going to end today's video. If you did enjoy today's video though, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!
Yo, new year, new money, but it's the same old me. Need the yard that don't come cheap before I get 8 gold teeth. They wanna play with sticks and stones, I'm calling them Jamie T.